Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely fascinating academic paper that lays out a completely novel marketing concept. We're looking at a brilliant framework that basically bridges the gap between physical product design and digital audio. It's a total game changer for how we might interact with the everyday items sitting right there in our kitchen pantries. Okay, let's just jump right in. I want you to picture your morning routine. Specifically, think about that very first cup of coffee you pour yourself. You know the feeling. You feel the heat of the mug, you smell those roasted beans, you finally get that first taste. But ask yourself, what do you hear? Usually it's just the hum of their refrigerator, right? Or maybe some morning traffic outside. But what if that specific cup of coffee came with its very own curated soundtrack? The folks behind this concept, a songwriter and a marketing professor actually, realized something pretty profound. They noted that while we constantly experience the physical warmth, the aroma, and the taste of coffee, adding the emotional resonance of music can elevate this really simple, kind of mundane act into a profoundly pleasurable multi-sensory experience. They basically wanted to take music out of the background and actively pair it directly with the act of consumption.
Section 1. Defining canciones Arlistán.
To really wrap our heads around this framework, which is named after a popular Argentine instant coffee brand, by the way, the authors ground their work in a very specific definition of music. They recognize it primarily as a generator of deep human emotion. They aren't looking to create just another loud commercial tool to push a product. Not at all. Instead, they are looking to produce an artifice that possesses genuine beauty and appeal.
So here's the crucial point. A canción Arlistán isn't some complex avant-garde piece that requires a degree in music theory to appreciate. It is deliberately designed to be simple. It uses really easy metaphors so you can quickly decode the meaning. It absolutely has to stir warm emotions and connect effortlessly with your daily life, essentially acting as the perfect, cozy companion to your cup of coffee.
Section 2. Beyond jingles and branding.
Now, if you're wondering how this is actually any different from those annoying corporate commercials we hear on the radio every single day, take a look at this Venn diagram. Notice how it positions these experiential songs. It represents a much broader, encompassing category that goes way beyond traditional audio branding, which is usually just a rigid corporate sound logo, and it completely supersedes the traditional jingle. It strips away that overt, pushy advertising feel and enters the realm of pure experiential connection.
And this comparison right here brilliantly illustrates the contrast. Standard advertising aggressively interrupts your day. It relies on forced, incredibly repetitive hooks just to wedge a brand name into your brain. We all know those ads. An experiential song, on the other hand, acts more like invisible environmental music. It's subtle. It doesn't interfere with your thoughts. It simply enhances the exact moment you are already in, sealing the tasting of the coffee into a larger, much more pleasant memory.
We're essentially moving up a ladder of connection here. It starts at the base with the brand itself, moves up to the physical product, and then culminates in the overall experience at the top. By associating warm, beautifully crafted musical emotions directly with the experience of consumption, the brand builds a deeper, more subtle, and ultimately much stronger bond with a wider audience. The current slogan for Arlistán is literally so rich, so smooth, so Arlistán, and the researchers noted how perfectly that aligns with smooth, acoustic, emotional music.
Section 3. Designing the audio experience.
Theoretically, this is a brilliant concept, but as a designer, you have to ask the practical question, right? How do you actually attach a digital song to a physical glass jar of instant coffee sitting on a supermarket shelf? Well, the researchers proposed a beautifully simple consumer journey utilizing modern product design. It doesn't require downloading clunky new apps. It simply starts with a sticker on the jar. The consumer scans a QR code with their phone, pops on their headphones, or maybe casts the music to their smart TV, and plays the curated tracks on platforms they already use, like Spotify or SoundCloud. Instantly, their kitchen is transformed. Just look at these design prototypes. See how they merge the brand's logo directly with platforms like SoundCloud inside a scannable QR code? The digital and physical worlds are seamlessly unified, right there on the packaging itself. It's an incredibly elegant solution that takes the user directly from the physical act of making coffee into the digital realm of atmospheric music.
Section 4. Empowering independent musicians.
Now, this explainer isn't just about marketing coffee. It actually introduces a fascinating solution to what the authors call the side B of the industry, the harsh economic reality for independent artists. Think about it.
Producing a professional musical project right now is incredibly expensive. Indie artists usually have to rely on hard-to-get government subsidies, or they just drain their own personal savings. But by treating music as a literal component of physical product packaging, giant corporations can step in to sponsor these indie artists. It creates a vital new revenue stream totally outside of the traditional overcrowded music economy. It's a massive win-win for everyone. The brand gets unparalleled customer loyalty through beautiful music, and independent musicians get sustainable funding and exposure.
It's just a remarkable fusion of art, user experience, and consumer psychology. By stripping away the intrusive nature of traditional advertising and replacing it with genuine artistic value, both the consumer and the creator come out on top. So I'm going to leave you with one final, fascinating thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. Look around your room right now. If the everyday objects in your life came with a soundtrack designed perfectly for them, what exactly would they sound like? Think about that the next time you pour yourself a cup of coffee.